I'm gonna share this to a few platforms, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Power of social media. I love it.
Yep. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Typically, we do the webinar style, but I like when I'm able to go into all my platforms and start talking. If you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Sometimes on certain my Facebook pages, I can't see the questions, so I got my cell phone today to make sure that we see the question. I'm streaming live from my Antoine Campbell Enterprise page, my personal page, my Antoine Campbell business page, and my YouTube channel. I got Adam with me, the CEO of the Smarter Contact, and we're going to be talking about SMS. It's a lot of buzz going around. I guess there's some legislation on the table that people are running around with their heads chopped off. One of the things I want to tell you guys is that no matter what, you always got to be 2 steps ahead of yourself, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. What are some things you can do to be in compliance, to mitigate, to still run your business? Because SMS is a form of marketing, but if done right, you can continue to use that form of marketing. So, Adam, introduce yourself just in case nobody know who you are, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, Antoine. It's definitely a pleasure to be here again. So some of you guys don't know me. My name is Adam Nasir. I am the founder of Smarter Contact. That's what I'm most well known for, which is a popular SMS platform for investors. We started over 40 plus years ago. I'm also well known for being in the real estate investor space for many years, bought and sold hundreds of houses. Also living internationally. So I moved out of the country. So living in different countries. So currently living in Eastern Europe with our IT development team for Smarter Contact. So that's number one is living in Eastern Europe, and also living life on your terms. So essentially, I built a life, and a lot of you guys know me for being able to travel and have freedom in all areas of my life, where I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, and just like you guys, most of you guys are wholesalers, investors, and entrepreneurs. Sacrificed for many years to live a life that gives me total freedom in my life with location independence. So. But I'm most well known in the real estate space as the owner of Smarter Contact. So and that's what we're here today for.
Awesome. So, what is the Smarter Contact? Just in case people don't know what it is, and how could it impact an investor's business?
Yeah, so Smarter Contact is the leading SMS platform for real estate investors. Prospecting. If you've got a list of 10,000 leads, right? Let's say you have 10,000 leads. You want to send them a message. You can go through and call every single one of them. You can cold call them, and you can do all types of different marketing, but it takes a very long time. With texting, you can reach a lot of people very quickly, and that's what we built. And at a basic level, it has a lot more features than that as well.
Awesome. So theoretically, a person can literally run most of their cold lead generation and disposition with this tool.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. So like I get this question a lot, right? Before we get into the meat and potatoes. How can I start on a budget? Is there a way that you can framework? Okay, how can you start if you're on a limited budget using a Smarter Contact to do your cold lead generation?
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 different plans, so you can pick the plan that is going to give you, it's within your budget, right? So we have different plans for you to grow. But in terms of, what I recommend is starting with a small list in a niche area. So finding a list that's really motivated is going to be your best bet. And then recycling that list over and over. So most people think that they're going to get their deal on their first shot. they're going to get their deal on their first campaign. And that's not true, right? The way it works is you have an area, a hot zip code or hot part of town, and you're texting these leads over and over and over. So if you're on a budget, you can start with our lightest plan. We have a plan starting at $99 a month. But really the key is repetition and follow-up and hitting that list more than one time, like 3, 4, 5 times following up. So throughout this, I'm going to share with you guys some real strategies that are working for our top users. I'm going to show you guys like actual strategies that our top customers are using. And stay tuned. I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on in SMS, debunk some myths that all these gurus out here are telling you guys. But also too, I'm going to share you guys some really specific strategies. So make sure to stay tuned. And these small changes, coming from a guy that just does SMS, will make a massive, massive difference in your operation. So I'll share those with you guys here before the show ends as well.
Awesome. So is there any updates about the software that you want to talk about quickly before we start to talk about strategy and all of that?
We got 9 engineers, so I really try to hire really smart people that do this on a high level. With SMS, it's all about delivery rates, getting the messages past carriers. We have always had the best reputation by far of getting the highest delivery rates. We have a new feature coming out now to verify your numbers, which is really cool. We're dropping that next week. So in terms of features, you can reach out to us. We can tell you all the latest features we have. But I think the latest buzz is around texting in the industry, and really wanted to talk about that here today as well.
Yeah, I know. I work with a bunch of different SaaS companies. Your company as well. Like when it goes into like advancing that product and really taking that product to the next level, I see that you guys put the customers first, right? To me, that's amazing because at the end of the day, you're never willing to compromise the user experience, and you'll do whatever it takes to go above and beyond. So can you elaborate further on that? Like, what's the idea behind that whole concept?
100%. Whatever it takes. It's a customer first approach. There's 2 ways to build a business. You can just patch it together and try to get by. And software, there are relations to wholesale, but we took the approach of I want to build the best product possible, build the best team possible, and give people the best possible product because it spreads organically through word of mouth. So currently we're at 18 employees, growing very fast, and really investing a lot in the product. And it's no surprise people use every SMS platform in the industry, and then they come back to us for a reason. So it goes quality that we spend on the product itself.
Nice. So based on the current climax of the SMS, like why are people running around freaking out? Like, I personally think it's not that big of a deal until it comes to your front door. Like, do you think people just saying it because it's a good buzzword or because it's a good attention grabber? Or like, what is your reason for people running around talking about SMS is dead or it's dying?
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a lot of these gurus, a lot of people with a microphone that don't need to have a microphone, and they want to create like a headline or they want to sound cool. So how cool does it sound if you're a guru to say SMS is dead and drop your mic? You sound like you're the authority. You sound like you know what you're talking about, but really, like, there's so many layers to this. It's not true. And a lot of people are just doing it just for views or whatever the case may be. The SMS is not dead. We still have a lot of life left. We have a lot of things going on. Currently, delivery rates are sky high. There's no change in delivery rates. The carriers are actually working together in the near future to make some change, but that hasn't happened yet. So I'll tell you guys what's going on with texting. So first off, I'll give you guys a background on me. I've been the owner of a texting platform for the last 4 years. I have, we have hundreds of thousands of customers that have used our platform, and we have a team of 9+ engineers that just do this full time. So if anybody can speak on texting, it's me. So what's happening with SMS is the carriers. So you're talking about AT&T, you're talking about Verizon, T-Mobile. What they want to do is they want to protect their channel. They want to protect SMS through their. And what they're doing is they're saying, okay, well, let's team up to stop unwanted traffic. And they initially put this rule in place where by June 1st of this year, all members had to do a registration. So all customers of Smarter Contact or any SMS platform had to do a registration. Now, what happened is that got pushed back indefinitely. So it's a huge company, so for them to agree on the terms takes a long time. So it could be another 3 months, 6 months, it could be a year. We don't really know how long it's going to be. And two, they changed the requirements. Just last week, we got a huge announcement that basically said that they changed the requirements. You no longer have to give all this information. You only have to give very limited information. So once this policy takes place, let's say in 6 months or a year, all you have to do to give the carriers, to go through the carriers, is provide this information. Your first name, your last name, your email address, and your physical address. And that's it. They used to ask you for your EIN. They used to ask for your website. This is what they were planning to ask you for it, but they changed it. Now they won't require these additional steps. So
I'm getting a little comments in the chat. They saying they can't. You going in and out. You choppy. You got your Wi-Fi on?
Yeah, I got my Wi-Fi on.
Where you at in the world right now? Where you at in the world right now?
Yeah, I'm in Kiev. I'm in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
This man always traveling the world. He lives a vicious life.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. I've been up since early, but I wanted to over deliver for you guys here today. But yeah, I'm in Eastern Europe. So some of you guys follow my stuff. I'm always traveling and
yeah, I think you got your hand on the microphone or something.
How about now? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah. Put yes in the chat if you can hear me good. I just want to make sure that they hear everything you're saying, because this stuff right here is golden, man. This is golden. Like we do a lot of SMS. So when I see people start SMS is dead, I'm like, hey, what they talking about? But but I'm just curious, like what's making the courier say, you know what, give me your name, your email, and your phone number. Like, what are they going to do when they got the information?
Exactly. So it's more just like shutting down an individual account. That's why they're doing it. So they want to shut down a bad actor. So somebody who's sending a lot of volume of text, they want to be able to shut that down directly from their side. But we still have so much time. I mean, realistically, do I think that SMS is going to be around forever? No. Texting for real estate investors is not going to be around forever. But anybody that's telling you that SMS is dead today, I can show you stats where we're getting 90+% delivery rates consistently. And it's something where that's starting to get more regulation, and there will be more regulation over the next few years. But for now, there's no evidence that it's dead. It's not dead at all. We're still getting the same delivery rates.
Yeah, because you were the first person I heard like say, hey, we got our own algorithm, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, algorithm? And then I looked into it. I said, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like having your own algorithm to kind of like not piss off the couriers is definitely a great thing to have.
Exactly. Every platform is built different. So I won't say any names, but there's another huge platform with a bunch of gurus that promote it. It starts with a B. And they're the ones saying that SMS and texting is dead. But really, it's because their delivery rates are having problems. Like they're having problems getting messages past carriers. What they don't realize is it really is the delivery algorithm under the hood. So we spend a lot of time with engineers that do this. So we're getting 2 times as many messages through than them because we spend a lot more time on the science of getting them, the number rotations and all this kind of stuff. So, a lot of these platforms also have been around 6 months or a year. We've done this in 4 years. So, we've had a lot of time to, build the stuff and know what works and what doesn't. But yeah, nothing's changing in SMS. Nothing's changing in texting. We're still doing it and doing it well. We're getting a lot of messages through. But you can expect in the next year that things will start to shake up a little bit. But for now, it's still sky high.
It almost reminds me of like, I'm thinking like, okay, some pop over the SMS. Like some guy in his garage going to build like a SMS VPN where it appears that you was over here, but then you was over there. And they're going to figure out a way to create their own platform and send messages out from different places without looking like it's sent in bulk. Like maybe, but maybe that's what I would think that
There's always a way. Listen, guys, listen. I'm gonna tell you, like I'm a wholesaler at heart. So if there's a way to make something happen without, like there's always a way. And even when this thing comes out, we're always going to be 2 steps ahead of it. So I'm not concerned. I'm really not. Let's say concerned, but I'm not worried at all. It comes when it comes. But as a wholesaler, you want to focus on one thing. Your problem today, getting leads tomorrow is your deal. That's ultimately the concern, is how do you get leads tomorrow? So what I'm going to share with you guys is specific tactics of how you can improve your delivery rates, how you can improve your response rate, and how to get more good conversations with your sellers. So I'm going to give you guys 2 really quick and very powerful tactics on how to do that. So I want to hear in the chat, are you texting now? So if you're doing text messaging now, I want to hear in the chat. Drop a message in the chat if you're doing SMS marketing.
Come on, guys, drop it in the chat. We want to see something. Go ahead, drop it in the chat, so we can put it up there on the screen. Let everybody know. But I know I'm doing SMS, and I love it. I can't complain.
So if you're doing texting now, I want to hear from you in the chat. Let me know if you're doing SMS marketing. Awesome. We got a few people starting to chime in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you some really great tips on how to do this and not sound bland. So if you are doing text messaging, have you ever written a template like, hey, Antoine, I wanted to buy your property at 123 Main Street. Is it for sale? Like a really boring and standard template. So have you ever written a template like, hey, John, I want to buy your property at 123 Main Street. Is it for sale? Like a really boring template. I want to hear in the chat, have you ever written a boring template, or do you use one now? Dwight says yes. Okay. So everybody has their messages dialed in, it seems. But have you guys used a really boring template like, hey, John, I want to buy your property at the 123 Main Street? Got it, Radija. So thanks for your honesty. I appreciate it. And this is going to be the biggest change that I think I can help you guys with today. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you guys what specific actions you can take when you look at your SMS campaigns. It's going to make a huge difference. So number one, what I want you guys to do, actually, I'm going to ask a question. If in your opening template, would you rather have personality or be professional? So I want to see it in the chat. Would you rather have in your opening SMS blast, would you rather have personality or be professional? So write in the chat which one of those two you think you should come across as.
I definitely like personality.
Personality.
Kevin said personality.
Personality, and exactly right. And that's what a lot of people make this mistake, is they go professional. And it just doesn't work, because people are sold things all day long. They're sold stuff on TV, on billboards, driving down the street, on the radio. Like, think about how much time you're advertised to. People are selling you 24/7. Like, you have a nose for when you know someone's selling you, right? So when you have someone that's like fun and personable and not too salesy, you're gonna trust this person more. So the key here is being personal. So number one is, when you're looking at your message template, ask yourself, would I respond to this person if they messaged me? So like, if someone texts you this message that you're about to send someone else, would I respond to this person? Right? Easy. That takes 2 seconds. Now, the second piece, and this is going to be a bomb. Antoine, you're going to love this one. You can use anything in your opener that catches attention, right? So, for example, let's say it's a holiday, like is that Memorial Day or something coming up, right? You could do, hey, happy Memorial Day. Just wanted to check to see if you'd be interested in selling 123 Main Street. Hope you have a nice day, right? Now think about that text versus, hey, John, I want to buy your property at 123 Main Street.
Right.
Right. Hey, happy Memorial Day. Like that's easy. You don't have to text people on Christmas, but maybe after New Year's or after before New Year's, you could do so many. Happy Cinco de Mayo or something or anything. Hey, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. Just wanted to wish you a great day. Wanted to see if you'd be open to selling. Da 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 da. Right. Think about how much more rapport you build with that.
I agree.
Now, you can do the same thing with your follow-ups too. So think about it. You're using something that's related, a personality. This creates a lot more personality. So when you're saying happy Tuesday, happy Mother's Day, or happy Memorial Day, just want to check to see if you're going to sell a property, let me know, thanks, or something along those lines. Does that have more personality? I want to hear in the chat. Do you think that has more personality than, hey, John, I want to buy your property at 123 Main Street? Do you see a difference there in character with those two different messages? Yeah. So what you can do is you can also use this in your follow-up. So remember, the deal is not in the first contact. The deal is you can get it on the first try, but the deal is going to come on the third, fourth, fifth attempt with this customer, right? So you can use the same thing. Hey, happy Memorial Day. Just wanted to see if you'd reconsider selling the house on 123 Main Street in your follow-up campaign. So you don't have to just use that there with the opener. You can use that in the follow-up.
Right.
I'm dropping like fire. Like this is like, I'm telling you, use this. Like I'm telling you, if you're not listening to this,
if you think this fire, guys, put some fire emojis in the chat, so that way we'll know. Because
the chat is quiet.
You from everybody. You know what I mean? This will separate you from a lot of different people being creative, saying, "Hey, listen, I'm hoping you have an amazing 4th of July," and then would you consider selling? Or after 4th of July passed and you already text that person, put some little emojis in there. You know what I mean? People love emojis because then they know, okay, this is not a bot. This is not a drip sequence. People don't like feeling like they've been sold to, like Adam said. They like that personal connection where they like, okay, this is a real person who's really interested in buying my property. Let me give them some attention.
100%. Yeah, the emojis are strong, man. The emojis work really well. It definitely creates some character and personality. So cool. So that's really the biggest thing. And the other piece to it is going to be, the texting platform you use. Some texting platforms limit markets. You can only use certain markets. Some will not let you use certain keywords like buying, selling, cash, offer. We don't have that issue. So I know, Antoine, you've been using Smarter Contact for a while now, and the delivery rates are really high. So again, it goes back to the algorithm that we use. So that's the second piece, is who you use for texting. But just really my advice too is just be patient and just follow up and be consistent. Apply this strategy: a good opener, a good follow-up, and then just leads every week. Every single week, hit the same amount of leads. And after month 2 or 3, you should have at least 3 to 5 deals to show for it.
Another question I get a lot, Adam, they're like, what's the best time to text? Like, do you see in the data a higher response rate at a certain time of day, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, it's 11 to 6. Cool. Anytime throughout the day. I mean, there's no set time. And then also you have to understand that people are on different time zones. You have New York and California, but 11 to 6 is going to be the ideal best time to text people.
Right. And do the and say for example, I'm logged in on the East Coast trying to do my thing, or my VA's logged in. Would it automatically adjust the time zone?
Yeah, if the VA logs in, it would adjust the time zone. We actually had this problem a year ago, and we updated this bug. But yeah, we would update the time zone for the VA, and you could set it from the settings menu.
Because I think like that's why I continue to rock with the smarter contact. I think the competitive advantage is you have in-house developers, whereas you're not going to Upwork, Fiverr, and just working with God knows who.
You literally off Upwork outsourcing. Yeah. No, we hired them our own here. I mean, it's a good sized team. Support team is awesome too. We have a really strong support team. So if there's ever an issue, something breaks, something is not working, or you need a tutorial, we have an in-house wholesaler that works for us that has closed many deals. He works for the company. So if you're stuck or you need something about SMS, then that gets taken care of for you. I mean, we have a Facebook group. I mean, I could talk for an hour about all the different benefits that you get with Smarter Contact. It's a no-brainer. But the biggest thing that I think speaks on it is anybody that's doing texting, they've tried every company that sells them the best product because they have a good sales team. They always come back to us because delivery rates and interface and all the reasons above. I mean, it's leagues above everything else out there.
So not to get too geeky, right, or too techy, why do you think like the delivery rate's low with another company? Is this some type of drag and drop white label they're using, or what you think the issue is? I'm just curious.
It's some of them. I don't know. It just takes a lot of time to experiment. I have to do a lot of data analysis and data science to figure out different algorithms. Like I really try to put the best product forward, and what we achieved is not easy.
Right.
Really not easy, but we spent a lot of time thinking through and testing so many different ways to attack leads, and we finally found the recipe. So, we just imagine this, all right? Imagine this. So with texting, it's all what's under the hood. And if you're like, let's say you play baseball, we throw all types of different pitches at the carriers. We throw curveballs, we throw fastball, we throw a changeup, just to make sure that if a message doesn't go through, we attempt it again. We have all types of different stuff to make sure that your delivery rates are high. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my thing is like, just you adding that one new feature that's about to drop next week where you can tell if it's a inactive number or line number. That's a ton of money.
Huge. Think about it. Like you have to buy less numbers now. So you have to buy less numbers, and we verify against the carrier. So it's 100% it's the right number. So you can remove your landlines. You spend less on texting, less on your landlines. And we don't even make a profit on that. We just charge the customer at cost of what we get it for. Right. So you end up saving like 20-25% on your bill.
That's awesome. Have you is there any development plans down the road of having your own dialer so that way everything can stay in house?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna add phone system as well.
Yeah, because I think even for my team, for them to be able to have that sequence where we text today, then we schedule a dial, and then when they log in, it automatically pops into the dialer. That'd be dope.
Yeah. We're already thinking about it. We're already building it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think innovation is everything, man. You always got to challenge yourself. How can I get to the next level? How can I take care of my customers, and how can I do it at cost that doesn't break the bank for a lot of people?
100%. Yeah. I mean, it just provides the most value. That's always going to be the key. So for you guys as wholesalers, how do I provide the most value for my client, right? Which is going to be the person selling you the house. How do you provide the most amount of value for them? So once you get in conversation with them, then you can, provide value. But that's what we try to do. We built a pretty good reputation around it.
If you don't have Smarter Contact, write it in the comments, guys. Even if you're watching the replay, still write it in the comments. We want to give you a 7-day free trial, some free credits to test it out. what worse can happen? You know, you don't like it, oh well. But if you test it out and you like it, you like the interface, you like the ability to send text messages, and don't have to worry about certain keywords and all of that, then continue using the product, and I guarantee you'll be the best money you spend every month.
100%. If you're not closing deals on this, you're just probably not following instructions or you're not staying consistent. But if you're doing this and you follow what Antoine says, you follow our training, you follow our trainings and are consistent with it, within 60 days, minimum, there's something wrong if you don't have at least 1 or 2 deals to show for it. But yeah, we offer 7 days completely free to try it out. But you know, if you're not closing deals within the first 60 days, it's just you're not following the protocol we set in front, because it's all there for you.
Yeah, I mean, Kane, sign up, man. CO929.com/smarter contact. What's going to kill you? 7 days free. Test it out. That's enough to make an educated decision to continue. Like Adam said, man, if you're not locking up deals in the first 60 days, it's definitely not the system itself problem. It's something within you and what you got going on that you got to restructure.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then also too, like, we have a training community, so we train you for free. We don't charge anything. You know, it's part of the, you know, for specific for texting, we do this, you know, and it's the power of knowledge. You know, people, Antoine, they subscribe to your platform because they want to learn. They want to know how you do it. Right. And we do this for free for people. You know, we provide people that are top. We interview them. We provide one-on-ones and all this stuff to make sure you have all you need. So we definitely have also a really good community where you can learn from other people who are texting on a high level.
Yeah, I agree. Anything else you want to give to people before we close it on out?
Man, the big thing is those openers. Use those openers. Be personal. So just remember, be personal in your messages. Use something funny. Use something clever, and spend a lot of time on that. And then once you have it, if you're not sure, upload it in our Facebook group. We have if you just go on Facebook, look up Smarter Contact. It's the big group that we have too. It's the big one that we have. Upload it there, and we'll give you some feedback on it. And then just be consistent. Be consistent in your marketing. And anybody that tells you SMS is dead is full of crap. It is not dead. It's alive and well, and I'll guarantee I can make sure I'll keep it alive as long as I possibly can. I can put my word behind that.
I agree, man. Like, you know, SMS is a good form of marketing. Like, I was reading a stat last night. They say people open up their text messages in the first 2 minutes of receiving it.
They see it.
So like, you're not going to get a better open rate than texting. You know, so definitely look into it, sign up. Listen, guys, if you're struggling, go over to the Facebook group, the Google Smarter Contact. Join that group. Sign up for a 7-day free trial. Hop on the trainings Adam and his team got. My team, we're going to start putting together some free trainers too. So when you sign up for our field link, you'll be able to access this free exclusive training and really learn how to operate the system. We're going to be teaching you a structure of marketing, what you should be hitting each day. We might even give you suggested scripts. Don't use the script word for word, guys, because you want to differentiate yourself amongst the competition. So take that and use it as inspiration and make your own script to what you think sounds like you.
I love it. I love it, guys. It's all on you. It's all on you. Everything, the systems, the tools, the coaching, everything is right in front of you guys. But sometimes you got to go out and just go take it. And it's all there. So hopefully I get a text from one of you guys in the next 2 weeks about your first closed deal. That always makes me happy to see that.
Yeah, definitely. Like any of my audience that close a deal using the Smarter Contact, reach out to me so we can pass it on to Adam so we can give a spotlight to you and let everybody know it is possible to do business.
Oh, one more thing. We also have a $30 credit. So because we've had a long-term relationship, we'll offer an additional $30 in credits using only your link. So if they go anywhere else, they wouldn't get that $30.
Awesome. I appreciate it. So you guys hear that? I'll make sure that anybody who's on my email list will send out an email tonight letting you know there's an extra $30 credit. If you haven't signed up, like I said, it's a no-brainer, especially some of you guys who work 9 to 5. Man, you set that bad boy, send it out. You can kind of like de-throttle it, so you don't have to send out a big campaign at one time. You can send out, how many you want every 30 minutes or an hour, And then as you take your little, pee breaks or bathroom breaks, you just respond. It don't have to be a long response. So
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I tested it. Like I sent out a text message, and while I'm driving, I can literally respond to the text message. Not that hard, guys.
Don't suggest doing that at home. Don't suggest doing it from your car, but you can text me.
Everybody ain't cool like me.
Love it. Cool. Well, it's a pleasure to be on, Antoine.
It's a pleasure, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we're always here for you. So if you need to reach out to us, we're 100% here for you, and we'd love to see you with us. So I appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm gonna leave this up, and everybody feel free to come back and watch it again. He did drop a lot of value, so just go back and listen to the things he suggested.
Awesome. Okay. All right, Antoine.
All right. Talk to you. All right. Peace. Man, like I said, guys, continue to work. Don't listen to the hype. People just like to hear themselves talk. That's why I had to come to a conclusion. People just love talking. They glut off attention. And that certainly affect you from taking your business to the next level. I want to leave you with a few commercials. If you're interested in anything that we have to help you with your business, remember, I should be the first person to come in your head when you need to take your business to the next level. Whether you need virtual assistance, text me right now, 202-335-3322. We're having a training coming up, an all-day mastermind, $49 ticket. Go to CEO929.com. Sign up for that $49 ticket. I'm telling you, it'll be worth every last penny you spent. But other than that, I want you to check out the VA service, and then we're going to leave you with the skip tracing. Quality data means quality leads. So this podcast is sponsored by V1 VAs. If you're looking for a virtual assistant, we are the #1 place to come and get your virtual assistants. I don't care if you're a realtor, if you run a car agency, if you run an ad agency, if you are a wholesaler, I don't care what you is. If the position requires you to use a computer or a working telephone, I can get you somebody in that position for $4 an hour, fully trained, ready to go. Stop wasting time and get to the next level with your business by generating more money and doing less and spending less on labor costs. Text me now, 202-335-3322. The time is now to take your business to the next level. Hey, wholesaler, how you doing? This is your boy, Antoine Campbell. I am the owner of Lead Factory. The Lead Factory is a program that allows you to stop worrying about sellers cussing you out, dealing with your lead generation, trying to figure out how to work Silly Ass Mojo or CallTools, and let us step in and handle all of the work for you. Are you sick and tired of trying to get all of the front end shit right in your business? Well, allow Lead Factory to come in and step in and help you out, and you're only talking to motivated sellers. You can get access to this program for as little as $1,600 a month commitment. But we provide the VA, we provide $1, we do all the management, we take care of everything that you're currently struggling with, and you pay a flat fee knowing you don't have to worry about anything else but talking to motivated sellers. If that sounds like somebody like you, call me now or visit the website right now. This podcast, the Entrepreneur Tool Belt Podcast, is sponsored by Easy Skip Tracing. Go to Easy Skip Tracing for your most robust data for your real estate investor business. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself to some amazing skip tracing. Remember, Easy Skip Tracing. That's easyskiptracing.com. Don't miss out. Don't cut corners. If you cut corners, I guarantee you'll go around that circle twice.